Welcome to Orange County Power Players, where we spotlight the personal, professional, and financial success stories of OC's top leaders. Here's your host, Danny Flores.
Welcome back to OC Power Players, where I interview some of the most successful people in Orange County. I'm Danny Flores, your host, and today's honored guest is Dr. Sonbol, zooming in from Irvine. He's the CEO, founder of Uplifting Family Counseling, industrial organizational psychologist, licensed marriage and family therapist, professor, and certified life coach with extensive expertise in leadership, organizational development, training, and mental health counseling. He is recognized as an international author and public speaker, fluent in English and Arabic, with proven ability to empower individuals, teams, and organizations worldwide. He is dedicated to fostering personal growth, professional excellence, and organizational transformation through evidence-based strategies, mentorship, and innovative training programs. Welcome, Dr. Sonbol.
Thank you and welcome, Danny. Thank you for the introduction, and it's my pleasure today to be with you.
Yes. And so tell us a little bit about what you do, how you got into it, and how long you've been doing it.
Oh, that's interesting. So I'm doing counseling now over 10 years, and it's a long story short, since I already moved from my origin country to States, like this is early, like in 2013, something like that, and I start to be more dedicated into focus from just a habit that I used to have it in a very simple way, helping youth and family in general as a kind of community service to be something to be my full profession. I used to work in corporate travel business for over than 25 years. But then when I moved to States, I aim to be dedicated fully in getting my degrees, my master's degree in marriage and family therapy, and then my PhD in the industrial and organizational psychology. So little by little, I start up to see that this is my passion and this is the area that I'd love to focus on it. The mental health, community service, individual and people in relationships, whatever their population, and corporate business as well, like offering executive coaching and training, and because it's very interlinked. And nowadays we can see the employee assistance programs is very great with big corporate players offering the mental well-being for their employees. So it's a combination between what I used to do in my life previously and my life within US. So
Yeah,
now
no,
I'm
that's
running.
that is you kind of cover all the bases, I guess, in for mental health counseling. Now that was seems like a big change from going from corporate life, business in the business world, to a shift into counseling. And how was that? How difficult was that to make a change? Because I imagine there may be somebody in our audience that has a career that maybe they used to love, but you know what? You may not want to do the same thing for the rest of your life. So at some point, somewhere in the middle, maybe you start having a different profession calling you, drawing you in, where you're done with one and you're ready for the next one, but maybe they don't know where to start or what to do. It looks like when you came to the States, that's when you decided to make that change, but it required schooling so that you can learn the profession. So how was that transition?
Anything wasn't that easy, and I'm not trying to make it look like difficult, but the reality, we have to see it that way. Look around you, in your life, in my life, in everyone's life. There is no success come just for free.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that you need it and you want it and you have a desire for it, you need to work for it. And as much what you're looking for is big, you need to do big. That's how it works. I'm always saying that to the people, you cannot just sit in the beach with your drink and enjoying the sun and everything will come to you and you will be boom, you have your master degree,
Right.
your PhD, or you're running your own business. That's not happening. Okay. The reality is you make efforts, you get return. That's how it works. But in order to do these efforts, Danny, it's very important to understand why I'm doing this. Because without a meaning for what I'm doing, I will not be able to go for it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's very important. Like, because at the end of the day, like if we're following what has been said one time by Friedrich Nietzsche, and it's really mentioned by Viktor Frankl in his amazing book *Man's Search for a Meaning*, he who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow. Okay, he who has a why to live can bear anyhow. What does that mean in a simple word? That
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have a meaning for anything you're doing, you will get into the normal challenges and you will fail because there is nothing motive, powerful reason for you to continue. But if you have this meaning, that it's your own personal meaning, you will be
Mm-hmm.
able to go for it, whatever the challenges is. Okay. So yes, it was hard, but when I have the meaning, I have the passion, like I mentioned, and that what helped me to move on and get my degrees and some sacrifices if it's needed, but I got the return now. I'm running my private practice, my group practice. I have
Mm-hmm.
people working with me. Okay, amazing therapists and people that they are really doing great job. Okay, but this kind of passion to come from just immigrant life and run your own business out of the scratch or from the scratch will not again come just you sit on the beach with your drink. You need to make
Yeah,
effort.
yeah. No, I mean that really sounds nice, but I totally understand that you can't sit on the beach with a drink and have everything come to you. You got to go pursue it. Now, what was the title of that book that you mentioned about the why?
The book is called Man's Search for a Meaning. It's written by Viktor Frankl. We call it the father of the positive psychology and the existential psychology. Okay, he used to be one of the Uh, he used to be a psychologist, and he was taken into the concentration camp during the World War II, and he survived the concentration
Mhm.
camp. It was very devastating. And like half of his book, the first part of his book, is speaking about his experience
Mhm.
during this horrific time in the concentration camp. But then he came out with this theory in psychology called the logo theory. Uh, and it's about the meaning. It's about how I
Right.
can survive something like the concentration camp, how I can
Mhm.
survive anything, uh, because there was a meaning, and that's what he was trying to help all the people that he used to be there in the
Right.
concentration camp to give them a meaning to live, because at the
Right.
end of the day they will go and kill themselves and suicide, and because they don't live for something. Why I should continue? Because there is
Right.
something, you will go for it, and that's what you need to get it.
No, that makes a lot of sense, and I've heard of stories of victims in concentration camps that have used their why to keep them alive during that time, whether it's their wife, their children, their family, or whatever their why is, because that has to be stronger than the pain that they're going through to be able to get them through that. Now,
Correct.
now you do a lot of different. Looks like you touch different sectors of people's lives. What's one tip that you can give, say husband and wives, families, for a successful marriage? Because we know that's one place where there's a lot of failure So based on I guess maybe your experience, and I know it's not the same for everybody, but I think this would probably be a golden nugget for our audience to hear. Okay, one good tip that they can potentially utilize.
As I'm helping the people I'm seeing, first of all, what is the majority of couples I'm seeing they are complaining about in their relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Communication. They have error in their communication together. And the question is, at workplace, in your relationship, in your social life, in any place, if you are not able to communicate in a good way, how you can survive this kind of relationship, even at work? If we are not
Mm-hmm.
communicating properly at work, okay,
Right.
how we will make it, how we can achieve what we want to achieve. So if we don't have clear communication and we have the ability to understand each other in this task, in this issue, in this matter, then the outcome most probably it will be coming through what I am expecting, what I think, what I want, what I prefer. It's about me because I just make all the interpretation and all this clarification in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Communication between couples mean that they need to understand you are in a relationship, and I'm not giving them definitely something like, wow, really? And as if we don't know that we know. I say, yes, you don't know that your relationship when you say that you don't have any communication, because if one of you or both of you, you still focusing on your own comfort zone, your own identity, and your own philosophy and your own understanding without giving a chance that you have a partner you're living with. And this partner is a fully person has the ability to think and to dream and to come out with opinion and to have his or her own opinion. If I'm not dealing with that person and try to find a common comfort zone for both of us, something that it works for us, then the communication it will be like error in the communication. I'm speaking monotone, and
Mm-hmm.
relationship cannot survive in monotone. It will always be a failure because monotone this means I speak and I get and I proceed based on I alone. That's not a relationship. That's why I'm telling you, you need to remember that you are in a relationship too. Isn't like, let's say we say it here, it takes two to tango.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
So that's a relationship. Like,
Right.
but there
Right.
is no, it takes one to tango. It cannot, you will not be able to dance alone. That will be like even awkward. Like you could dance alone. So you want to dance alone while you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
You have fun alone. Enjoy yourself alone.
Right.
Love yourself alone. But you're in a relationship, give space to your partner and try to find something in the middle.
Now, how important is listening?
How you can respond to someone if you're not listening.
Yeah.
And you know, we listen sometimes, but unfortunately we listen to respond, not to listen to understand, to defend
Yeah.
our point of view, to defend our like main thing, to keep saying this is what I prefer, this is what I want, this is I'm defending myself. But
Mm-hmm.
listening to understand, this is giving the chance to get what's meant, what's in it for the person talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it is a relationship. If I will keep all the way listening to respond, then I'm just focusing on myself. Get a little bit out of yourself. Give a chance that there is another person talking to you. Hello, you're not alone. There's another one on the other side of the river trying to give you a message.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
that's what meant communication. Sender and the receiver, between them a message. But if it's all the way it is, I am the sender and I am the receiver and I have the message. What about that other person is just like fake thing, like not real? Definitely he or she is not fake and not real. And that's why they got bothered and irritated and feel that you find many, especially women, they will say, I feel I'm not heard. I feel I'm not seen. Like
Mm-hmm.
whatever I'm saying, it's not okay. Because I'm not saying women because it's this is very, very, then it's very important for women to be heard, because when they talk, they don't telling you a story and that's it. They are telling you how they feel in this
Right.
story. If you're
Right.
not getting it as a man or as a partner in the
Yeah.
relationship, that's what will make her, okay, you don't hear me. Like, oh, thank you
Yeah.
very much. Is that you try to fix me, but I want you to empathize with me. I want you to feel I'm frustrated, I'm sad, I'm disappointed, and so on.
Yeah. No, no, that definitely makes a lot of sense. Now, here's the question is that many times when relationships begin, everybody's happy, maybe everybody communicates well. It's just like also you're going to the gym and you're staying in shape. And then once you're in the relationship and once you get married, the thought was, okay, I got what I wanted. You know what? I don't feel like going to the gym right now. And, you start gaining a little bit of weight. You start buying a little bit of clothes, bigger. And this goes both ways, right? Man and woman. And all of a sudden, that part, that the visual part, right? That got you all excited, the physical part of it starts disappearing. And then your listening and your communication starts becoming complacent, and all of a sudden 5 years in and you didn't realize it, that it's like you're two totally different people. Relationship is totally different as well. So what can people do to have kind of signs, or to be able to keep track of, like, let's not let like year one get away, let's continue year one every year of our marriage.
You hit the nail on the head, as it's really said that after a while from the relationship, they get comfortable and they take each other for granted.
Mm-hmm.
But the question is, are we doing that at work? Are we taking our work for granted? Most of the time, no. I still have to go on time to my work and do the job that it's required me to do it. And if I get a new task, I need to learn it and get the training for it and to understand it and to ask about it and get some mentor if I need it. I do everything to maintain my proper presence at work and to be achiever and to keep my job or to be promoted even.
Mm-hmm.
Do I do that in my relationship? Which is more
I don't.
complicated than which
Yeah.
is more complicated. Yes, we get it in, and we just feel consciously good about that because we're busy. We have like long hours at work and life and commute and maybe so we're very very busy. And then when they have kids as well, they are getting more busier. The question is, relationships is very difficult type of connection between people. You're dealing with someone so much different than you. This is all about couples. This is all about couples. They are in relationship. There are no two people living together. They are copy paste from each other. Maybe they have common things, but they have many differences as well. Gender
Mm-hmm.
differences,
Mm-hmm.
culture differences. Somehow we are in California, and like we're in a melting pot culture. Okay, and
Right.
diversity
Mm-hmm.
and personality differences. You've been raised up from two different families. You've been raised up through different environment and different schools and different people and different experiences. Don't tell me at the end of all of that you will not be a different person than the person that you're
Mm-hmm.
living with 24/7 and you want to have peaceful, effective relationship. So it
Mm-hmm.
requires efforts. No, but we
Mm-hmm.
do all the efforts at work and we will not take the work for granted. We make all the efforts to keep it successful. But when it comes to why then, why we're doing that? Because work, it's paying me. Because work, I will be like get a problem if I'm not being up to date and doing the job as it's requested and be on time. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
I will get a note. I will even at a point they will lay off me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm worried. But what's happening in my partner relationship? She's not paying me or he's not paying me. Okay. My partner will not offer me laid off or a note. We're here together, but it will end up, you will wake up, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But not from sleeping. You'll wake up in life and you understand you built a huge gap between you and your partner and you're suffering in your relationship and then complaining, I'm not enjoying my relationship. Why? Because you're not used to do what you used to do it at the very early of your relationship when you have excited and interested that you're going out, hang around, talk for hours together.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying you will be doing that, but at least not from doing a lot of that to do almost nothing or the
Mm-hmm.
minimum.
Right.
That will be good. That's what I'm telling you. You really hit the nail on the head because when we're not making efforts as we used to do, we will find at the end of the day we lost interest in many aspects that we have.
Right. Yeah, you grow apart, right? That and like you explained it, if we're using checks and balances at work to keep us at our optimal, because if they were not, they will lay us off. People could use tools like that in the relationship to keep on dating, to keep on spending quality time together, to not take each other for granted, to continue listening, to continue communicating, to continue building, not just like you said, take for granted. So I think that's like super important. There's a lot of podcasts on relationships that kind of explain that. Now here's a tricky question, and some may believe it one way or the other. In a relationship, who should be number one, your partner or your children? Number one.
Yourself.
And then,
That's a shocking answer. It's yourself. It's not your
uh-huh.
partner. It's not your children. Yourself.
Okay.
And I'm putting it, let's put priorities here. Number one, that you need to be giving care, it's yourself. Because the rule,
Okay.
if you don't know how to care about yourself, you'll not be able to care about anyone or anything else. If you have
Mm-hmm.
nothing, you give nothing. You're
Right.
stressed out. You are messed up. And that's what you will offer to everyone and everything around you.
Right.
Okay. But there is a difference between self care, that you care about yourself, and selfishness. And the
Mm-hmm.
difference is, however, we have a common word called self, but it's not about self, it's about the other person.
Mm-hmm.
Self care, I care about myself, so I'll be able to be good to the community and the people and the work, and definitely my family and my immediate family.
Mm-hmm.
So, all of that part of my self care. Selfishness is I care about myself and I don't care about anyone else. People there for me for my benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's all. If you're not giving me benefit, I don't need you. That's selfishness.
Right.
Okay, so I'm not speaking definitely about selfishness. So number one priority is yourself. Number two, your partner before your kids. And
Yeah.
that's again another shocking thing for my couple, seeing that. Why that? I'm telling you, okay, first of all, your kids will not be there if you're not together. So the initial relationship, it is you and your partner together.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are planning to have a long life term relationship, you'll start alone. You got kids. The kids will leave you to start their own life and relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And this means that you will back again alone. So you start alone,
Mm-hmm.
you end alone. This partner that you have is your life partner, is your second side of who you are. Okay, we are not two anymore. We are one. That's what expected. We're living, we have our own destiny and fate. So your partner
Mm-hmm.
is very, very, very important in your life. In addition to, we care about our kids, right? And we need to give them kids. What you will offer to your kids?
Mm-hmm.
If you offering them a good food and good shelter and good schools and good, but you're giving them a very cold relationship, you and your partner. So their father and mother are very cold together. They're not good parents with
Mm-hmm.
each other. They are not respecting each other. Are you offering them a good thing now?
Oh no, absolutely not.
With the amazing food you're offering them and the
Yeah.
amazing life living you're offering, but you're offering them a very bad example, raw example about their parents. So when you're good together, indirectly, you are offering a good life for your kids as well. That's why the third thing is you will care about the kids. And by the way, it will not measure by time because the day is 24 hours, Danny. You sleep around 8 hours. You
Mm-hmm.
work around 8 hours plus or minus, okay, but not
Mm-hmm.
very big plus or minus. So then you have 8 hours to do anything else in your life. That's it.
Right.
So 16 hours going between work and sleeping, and you have 8 hours to do. So it's not about time, it's about the quality that you're
Right.
offering in this time to your kids, to yourself, to your partner.
Yeah, no, that sounds. Those are like very good tips that you're saying, and sometimes people tend to make the kids number one. Kids grow up, they didn't spend any time together and building their relationship. Kids are gone, and they look at each other like, "What are we gonna do now?" Like you're not bonded together, and that's why sometimes they say sometimes when the children move out, parents end up getting divorced because there's nothing there.
The empty nest,
Yeah.
because they are focusing about what's in the nest.
Mm-hmm.
And they became understanding that they building everything on the what's in the nest, and they forget that what's in the nest before the kids, us.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why we will never be empty, because we are fulfilling each other. That I'm not speaking about the ideal world. I speak about the realistic, what expected in intimate relationship. But we're
Mm-hmm.
losing that track. I will ask you a question if you allow me. Okay, the questions that I'm asking. How many years you been through the educational system between, like, when you're in the elementary school till you got whatever degree you got it? Around how many years?
Oh, it's about 16 years
16.
educated. Yeah, more or less.
Most probably you're having this 16 years under your belt, use it in the job you are doing. Okay. How
Yeah.
many years you studied to be a spouse in a relationship?
Zero.
How many
That's
years you studied to be a father or a mother?
zero.
And then you're going to the most complicated type of relationships between
Yeah.
being with someone different than you, or raising up kids that you don't know how to deal with anything except from your experiences, from your
Yeah.
parents, from the community, from the TV. And all of that is not the reality of what you have. You have
No.
basics. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. We are not offering as much as we need to offer. So it's time to understand. It's time to learn. It's time to read. It's time to get mentorship. Okay. Especially the challenges are very big, more and
Mm-hmm.
more every year. Like we used from many years ago, we're telling that our kids are better than us because they are smarter. Why? Because we have smart TV, we have smart cars, we have smart fridges, we have smartphones, we have smart. Nowadays, we're not speak smart. Smart is very old fashioned. Now speak AI.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everything going now with the AI and ChatGPT and everything in just like a second. Your kids will be so much faster in the presence than us. If we're not up to date, we'll be out of the track.
Oh
So
yeah. Yeah. No,
keep
100%.
staying on the beach with your drink, and you will have nothing more than your drink. That's what will be your
Right.
partner in.
Exactly. No, no, that's very eye-opening. Just looking at the educational system, and out of all those years, how many, just even months it would be that we took a parenting class, that we took a relationship class, even a financial class, right? Those are like super important tools that we all need in life that we figure out on our own. And sometimes we figure it out and sometimes we don't. And knowing how to put it all together, we don't. We're guessing. And sometimes, and you trial and error, and some people get stuck in one way and that way is not working out well, and it ends up in disaster. Wow, that's pretty deep there. And but true, that is true, so true. But something that definitely to think about. Maybe going online, listening to podcasts, maybe going, reading some books that we can all do that could potentially help us and give us some guidance. I mean, I think we all need them. It's, we should be learning, lifelong learners, and use some of the tools that are out there. There's plenty of tools out there that we have. When we were young, the internet didn't exist. So we didn't have everything so readily available to us, but now we do. And like you said, now there's Chat GPT. You can even ask Chat GPT, how do I do this? And I'm sure it'll give you a pretty good answer.
Yeah, that's very true. It's amazing.
Right.
It's really amazing. Like you can use all these great things in your favor, or it will be a curse to you. But like same like when we have this amazing awareness, like the podcast or the reels and the Instagram and all this kind of social media, it's amazing. But in our
Mm-hmm.
work, we see this word is not really a right word. Social media, social,
Mm-hmm.
is it really social? Or it became the most antisocial connection when people get so much into this and forget about the social is connecting really with the
Right.
real people and have this kind of connection. We're not faking things. That's what meant by social. Okay,
Yeah.
do that and still use the Instagram and the Facebook and the TikTok and all this kind of amazing platforms. Okay, but don't forget that the main thing is the human that you are dealing with, that you are in communication with. We are not robots. We need to
Mhm.
remember we are human. We're not
Yes.
machines.
It's like the old school is picking up the phone and having a conversation,
Oh my, that's very true. Like cut
right?
off the internet from
Yeah.
because you
Right.
find everyone coming out from their rooms. What's going on here? Why
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
just I'd
That's
like to see
funny.
you kids, you know?
Yeah. 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 No, that's so true. That's so true. So, Dr. Sonbol, as we wrap up the interview, what exciting things do you have coming up in the 6 to 12 months? Next 6 to 12 months. What's exciting?
Oh my God. I'm writing my second book. This is coming to be in the upcoming. I hope that it will not going more than 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
And it will be a book about relationships. I'm focusing and I'm studying since years about this aspect. Uh, so it's hopefully to be a very practical book for couples in relationships and in relationships in general, not specifically for couples. So that's what I'm hoping to do there, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
expanding my practice and to be more involved into the corporate area, offering specific programs for corporate businesses into specific training for the well-being of their employees, and to get aligned into connecting the mental mindset in a healthy way with the professional mindset. So that's what we're working for, and continue going here and there. I have many uh, speaking gigs that I've been invited for,
Mm-hmm.
and that's so I'm busy and I'm happy and I'm blessed to be busy. So hoping that what I'm doing, as again, this job is not has to be a job. If you don't have a passion for it, you'll not be able to do it. That's
Right.
what I'm telling all the team that's working with me. And the number one criteria for everyone working with me is the passion that you're doing this, in addition, definitely to the ability to do the job in a good way. So
Right.
that's hopefully answered your question in a good way.
Yeah. Yeah. No, amazing. Amazing. You're doing amazing things. And thanks so much for coming on the show and sharing what you passionately love to do and help people in the mental health space. Now, if somebody's listening and they would like to get a hold of you, how could they get a hold of you?
Definitely through the social media, I'm there, and I have my office practice in Irvine, just next to the John Owen Airport.
Hmm.
And they can email me. If you can put the email address, definitely you have it, and you
Yeah,
can
no,
use
give
it.
it to
Very
us. Give it
welcome.
to us. Yeah, tell us what's
Okay,
the email address?
it's Doctor dot Sumbul at upliftingraise.com.
Okay.
Doctor dot Sumbul at upliftingraise.com. That's my email address.
Okay. Well, very good. Well, once again, thanks so much for coming on the show. And to our listeners, please go to ocpowerplayers.com and follow us on your favorite channel. Thank you so
Thank you
much,
very
Dr.
much.
Sambo. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Danny, and thank you for hosting me today. And all the best and success for you for your amazing podcast show.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thanks for listening to Orange County Power Players. Want to share your success story? Apply to be a guest at ocpowerplayers.com/guest.